Good morning, everyone. I am Pierre-Yves Bernard, and I am very pleased to present the French project Engage. This project focuses on co-design and test of direct seeding system under permanent cover without glyphosate. This project started at the end of 2018 and involves various actors in research, agricultural extension services, and higher education. Okay, first a few points about the context. Engage is directly related to the specific context of the potential ban on glyphosate, the non-specific herbicide, sometimes presented as a fourth pillar of conservation agriculture. Stopping the use of glyphosate would represent a technical dead end for the cropping systems based on direct seeding under permanent cover. Indeed, the use of non-selective herbicides such as glyphosate is the most common technical lever for weed and cover crop management. It therefore becomes necessary to find alternatives for the sustainability of the systems. So the main goal of our project is to design and test direct seeding cropping system under permanent cover without glyphosate and with herbicide treatment frequency index, HTFI, less than 1. Some words about our organization. The general organization of the project is based on 4 complementary actions. First, track farmers' innovations. 2, experiment, in particular by monitoring the evolution of weed communities on a network of agricultural plots. Third, co-design innovative cropping systems, thanks to workshops with farmers and extensions. And 4, of course, communicate about the project. Okay, our working approach. Our work focuses on cropping system emblematic of conservation agriculture, no-till systems with direct seeding onto a permanent cover of legume. We are here a representative type of crop rotation, rapeseed, soft winter wheat, and finally winter barley. And with, of course, a permanent cover of white clover. And glyphosate is used annually for the chemical control of weeds and white clover. What are the main features of our experiment protocol? Our study sites are located in the northwest in France, the northwest of France, in Normandy region and Pays de la Loire regions. Several modalities have been tested, use of alternatives in terms of chemical control with, for example, fluorosulam, dicamba, with doublings of the sowing density of wheat and with and without cover termination. Observation focused on the abundance and diversity of wheat flora, the percentage of coverage, the above ground biomass produced, and the yield components. Okay, let's see some results. The progress of the project allows us today to identify the tracks exploited by the farmers and to assess their feasibility. The strategies tested in the field on agricultural plots integrate different components of the technical itinerary. The results presented here come from data collected over 2 crop years in 2019 and 2020. Concerning the result with and without glyphosate, we first see that the biomass, the clover biomass, is more important in the modalities without glyphosate. In the same way, the clover cover is more important without glyphosate. Obviously, the biomass, the wheat biomass, is more important in the modality with glyphosate. In terms of diversity, there is a greater richness in weed species in the glyphosate-free modalities. Regarding the impact of chemical alternatives to glyphosate, it appears that glyphosate allows better control of the clover. In addition, it should be noted that the species richness of weeds is higher without glyphosate. In the case of dicamba plus cover crushing and fluorosulam. Concerning the factor sowing density, wheat sowing density, the results are encouraging with yield components close to the modalities with glyphosate when increasing the sowing density of wheat. For example, here with the number of plants per square meter. And we can note also that the HTFI is lower than the glyphosate modality and very close to our goal, less than 1. Finally, before we finish, some key findings and implications. First of all, remove glyphosate from technical itinerary without any alternative isn't relevant. Secondly, dicamba and fluorosulam don't allow good cover regulation and are questioned from environmental impacts. Finally, increasing the seeding rates is promising, but should be combined with other tools at the cropping system level. At the moment, for the current crop year, note that we experiment on the doses of herbicide products applied, maintain the experiment on the sowing density, test alternative methods for cover crop termination, for example, electric weeding, and finally, redesign of cover crop species and or cultivar to less aggressive ones. It's time to thank you for your attention and thank you to the organizers of 8WCCA. Goodbye.